Okay, so hey guys, my name is Dawson. So we'll have the TechBytes session number two. My plan is I'm be keeping doing it regularly on a daily basis. So the first news comes from Windows 11 release this week. That is, Microsoft fixes key bugs ahead of its official launch. So the Windows 11 release date, the price in India, and more. Windows 11 is set to release on everyone this week, dated on October 5th. And ahead of the official availability, Microsoft is reportedly working to fix all the key bugs on the next generation of Windows. So Windows 11 is set to release from this week. So as per a report coming from ZDNet, the tech giant is addressing the issues with the start taskbar search and the latest iteration of Windows operating system. So Windows 11 release dates are as follow details are as follows. So they will take a measured and a phased approach, just like the previous Windows 10 update. So Microsoft had already revealed the base requirements for running a Windows 11 on a PC. It will need a processor that has 2 or more cores with a clock speed of 1 GHz, or along with 4 GB of RAM, or at least 64 GB of storage. So the firm recently announced that that Windows 11 will officially support Intel Core X series, the Xeon W series, and the Intel Core 780 HQ. So that is there. So the next news comes from the top 5 smartphone deals on Flipkart Big Billion Days sales. That is iPhone 12, Pixel 4a, and iPhone SE, and more. So for the Big Billion Day sales, Flipkart has partnered with ICICI and Axis Bank to offer an extra 10% or discount. So the Flipkart Big Billion Days will continue until October 10th. So the five smartphone deals are as below there. iPhone 12 is there. There is iPhone 12 mini is there. So that is there for 49,999. There is 50,000 and 39,000 iPhone mini. Then there is Google Pixel 4a for 26,000. There is iPhone SE for 27,000, and there is Samsung Galaxy F62 for 15,500. So the next news comes from best place to buy refurbished phones. The number one picks for 2021. So what is a refurbished phone is not same as a second-handed phone. So the refurbished phone. Refurbished phone. The retailers are like Gazelle and Refurphone and Verizon are there in the USA, UK, and Australia. USA, that is America, in UK, and in this thing USA. So we can find these three sources. So next tech news comes from Pocket Now. That is the iPhone 13 Pro Max supports the fast charging speed than the what Apple claims. So when used with the right charger, the iPhone 13 Pro can change its speed as 27 watts. So that's the news on regarding the iPhone 13 Pro. So the next news comes from how to upgrade for Windows 11 right now. So you can upgrade to Windows 11 if you're having Windows 10 laptop and if it's supporting Windows 11. So the requirement is as simple. You if you're Windows 11 brings number of changes and features to improvement. However, many users are still unsure if the laptop needs the minimum hardware requirements. So the minimum requirements are as follows for Windows 11. That is, processor should be 1 GHz or faster with 2 or more cores with compatible 64-bit processor or more SoC. The memory should be 4 gigs. The storage must be 64 gigs or larger. The system firmware must be the UEFI or the secure boot capable. There should be a TPM, that is trusted platform module, but version 2.0. Then there is graphics card, that is DirectX 12 compatible graphics or WDDM in port 2. Then there's the display should be 9 inches with HD resolution. So the easiest way to upgrade is to go to the settings, go to the updates tab, and there click on Windows Insider program and click on get started, and you can select the beta channel and you can install it, and you can do it even via ISO file also. You can click on the ISO file and you can download and you can even run it. There is actually even a method by which you can run it on virtual machines also. If you are familiar with that, I'll make a session on virtual machines later. You can even boot Linux also via virtual machines. So these are the frequently asked questions. You can feel free to check it later. So the next news comes from Talk Android. That is, Mobi One is gearing up to announce with this TicWatch 3 Pro Ultra and a couple of other variables. So while we wait for the news on when Mobi will be Mobile will be able to roll out the Wear OS 3 update to its TicWatch 3 and 3 Pro smartphones, It comes as the brand is preparing for a couple of new variables. One of these is said to be the successor of 2020's TicBots 3 Pro, with a smooth sounding moniker of the TicBots 3 Pro Ultra. So the next news comes from South Korea's ISP is suing Netflix because just a second, these ads here. Let me remove the ads. Because too many people are watching a Squid Game. South Korea broadband is suing Netflix for a surge in the network traffic in an age-old debate over net neutrality. So there is a concept of called as net neutrality. I do not know how many of you will become engineers, but try to keep this on. This is called as net neutrality. Net neutrality, in the sense, it is most commonly called as the principle by which ISPs must treat all the internet communication equally and not must discriminate or change. So the discrimination must not be done. So this is called as net neutrality. So the South Korean government is suing Netflix because there is too many people who are watching the Squid Game. So it's kind of hurdling the net neutrality concept. So that is there. Sorry. Okay. So next is from Android Advisors, that is staying safe online begins with these cyber safety tips. So there are some cyber safety tips which you can watch. So there is like powerful security tools for safe mobile browsing. So then yeah, there are many tips here. So how to stay secure? Why? Because cyber security is one of the most important topics for this. Why? Because there are a lot of ransomware attacks, there's Trojan attacks, and all those stuff. And I've seen personally people getting affected by the cyber security. So cyber security is one of the main concerns of today's internet age. So you can have a look on this article. Next is from Anantech, that is the Asus P950 mini PC review, Zen through business NUC stands for NUC. NUC, if you search on Google, NUC is NUC stands for small form factor. It's kind of a mini PC, to be honest. It's used in normal in billing generating operating system, bill generation operating systems and all those stuff. So Asus mini PC review, a Zen through NUC. So it's an ultra-com form factor which has been it has been kickstarted by Intel's NUC in the early 2010s. You can look about it in detail, but it has been reviewed by another Ryzen. Yeah, while the is low end offering, the Asus. Yeah, guys, just a second. Yeah, so these are the details of this NUC, to be honest. Yeah, the specifications are as follows. It is powered by the AMD Ryzen 7 4800U processor. It's Zen through architecture with Renoir with the 8 cores and 16 threads and 1.8 to 4.2 gigahertz. It is powered by the TSMC, that is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Facility, 7 nanometer technology, 8 megabytes of L3 cache, and 12 to 25 watts of power. The memory is SK Hynix HMA81C. The model is there. This is a SODIMM type of a RAM. Then the graphics is AMD Radeon graphics, that is Renoir with integrated GPU with 8 CUs. Then the disk drive is of Intel SSD PK, that is 512 gigabytes for M2 type memory with 2280 PCIe 3.0, that is 4 slots are there. Then networking also Intel Wi-Fi band is there. Then there is audio also and miscellaneous ports also. So the next news comes from TechCrunch, that is this week in Apple. TikTok shops for advertisers. Microsoft makes apps to store changes. Apple's apps to get reviews. So there are a lot of stuff. Yeah, so TikTok, yeah, welcome to this week. So in this app industry, you can see that what has happened, that the TikTok shops for advertisers, Microsoft makes store changes, Apple gets reviews. So you can take a look on that on TikTok's ready to advertisers e-commerce. Next is Steve Jobs once again chucks a prototype iPhone to impress a room full of journalists. So this is kind of a commentary kind of a stuff. So the move was a kind of calculated risk he was known to take as a showman. So this is kind of the old part where Steve Jobs was alive. He unfortunately passed away in 2011, the year when I studied PHP to be honest. Starting with the Home Hub can add now new Nest cameras to HomeKit, letting you to ditch the Google Home app. So yeah, this is about the Google Home app, to be honest. Next comes from Chrome. Next comes from Engadget, that is Chrome is testing a feature that the groups pages you visit by topic. So using a site panel, you'll be able to compare the site you are on with the site results. So Google Chrome is experimenting with a couple of features that could help you to continue research on a topic and compare the page you are on with the results. The journey features could be also more ways to keep track of what you're looking up. The tool automatically collects the pages and information related to the same topic, which would save you from looking through your histories manual or creating bookmarks folder of all the sites. Chrome will also provide search results for your research. The groups are saved locally and aren't synced with Google accounts, so you can't access them across the device. This change in the future though. You can switch off the feature anytime and clear journey specific browsing history. So the next is from the Verge, that is the Tesla sold 2,41,300 cars in the third quarter, while other automakers saw a big drop. In its third quarter, the vehicle sales were higher than expected. So you can see you can read more news on that. You can even listen to the audio article also. Yeah. So next is from the Tech Radar, that is Amazon's Great India Festival is currently running on. So Amazon Great India Festival will kickstart from October 3rd, that is from today it will start, and even the Flipkart's Big Billion Days. While the company has announced the start date, there is no end date as of now, which means the festival season might head towards a big month-long sale, just as the other did last year. Last year, the Amazon Great Festival kickstarted on October 17th and ended on November 13th. Like always, Amazon Prime members will get an early access to the sale on October 2nd at 12 a.m. 24 hours on early access. So if you are not able to Prime member yet, you can sign up for the same, which will cost 999. Yeah, so this was the tech news, guys. So like, share, subscribe, drop down your comments, but I would like to say, as usual, never stop learning. Thank you very much.